NAST Studios now has opportunities for artists to showcase their art on the wall behind me, which will be seen during recordings of the NAST podcast. The current artist being featured is previous podcast guest, Nino Uniardi. The piece to my right is titled Whipping Cream and Jelly, and the piece to the left is titled Grilled Spinach with Lemon Drops. Both of these uniquely titled pieces are available for purchase. Please email info@nastpodcast.com to learn more about the current artwork and if you're interested in having your art featured in the studio. Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today I'm with a new signee of 88 Rising. I met him a couple weeks ago at the it was Capitol Hill Block Party. I think they're owned by the same company, so I get them mixed up. But I met you at a artist party. You know, that's what's so cool about, like, artists are trying to, like, meet each other and do networking events, and that's where I met you. I'm here with Elsian, and from my understanding, you're from one of the islands, right?
Yeah, I'm from Whidbey Island.
Whidbey Island,
Yeah.
Damn. I doubt there's that much music coming out of there, is there?
Not really. It's a lot of like folk music, like old time music, but
Okay.
nothing like indie.
All those islands have the saying of, like, for Vashon at least, it was like, keep Vashon weird. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Bainbridge and Whidbey have the same kind of a vibe where they have, like, all that folkiness, and is Whidbey pretty woodsy as well, or?
Yeah, a lot of like nature, forests, a lot of like trails as well.
I wonder where all those deer come from. Like, are they swimming from the mainland to across? Are they taking the ferry?
I don't know how they got there.
There's deer on Whidbey, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
a lot
gosh.
of deer.
So, like, from my understanding, you've been making music for like a year or so. It hasn't been
not
crazy
too
long.
I started producing music like February of last year.
That's wild.
And then released my first song in March.
Damn.
And then fast forward, now it's August. And
So you got inspired by Black History Month, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Okay, so it's interesting because, like, when you hear about, like, the Tyler the Creators and A$AP Rockies and all those guys, like, they're artists who are considered, like, coming up in, like, the internet age. But I feel like since COVID, there's, like, a new version of what the internet age actually means via, like, TikTok and, you know, all these other platforms coming up with, like, Instagram Reels. And I'm not really on Facebook, but I'm guessing there's, like, Facebook Reels and all this shit. So, like, are you kind of would you consider yourself, like, the TikTok era of the internet age, or?
I think that's where I definitely like got my start. Definitely
Okay.
TikTok.
Interesting. So, like, what got you to, you weren't part of Musical.ly before?
No.
Rip Musical.ly, but I guess Musical.ly is TikTok at this, or was, or however that works. They bought it out. But so you got your start on TikTok. How did that even begin? Like, were you making silly videos before you got into music TikToks, or what?
So it was during COVID. And I think during COVID, everyone like was doing their own thing because they're at home trying to find something they could just occupy themselves with. So my first account actually was not even music related. It was anime related.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I was like a very much like, you could still find like old videos, but I would like recommend like horror animes, comedy animes, or like make anime edits and like talk about anime stuff. And I got that account to like 250K.
Holy
I was on
shit.
TikTok. But then I think after a year, it got banned.
What?
Yeah. And that was like my one thing I had going on. I was like, what the heck?
Were you getting into, like, the hentai stuff or something, or what?
Well, no, till this day, I still have no reason why I got banned. I would like appeal. I was like, what happened? And they said it violated community guidelines. But I didn't know what guidelines I did because I just posted anime.
Got it. So break down this, like, anime TikTok. Were you like a personality on there, or were you just like posting clips of anime, or what?
So at first I was just clips.
Okay.
But then I was like, a lot of people are posting clips.
Mm-hmm.
I want to like differentiate it or myself, you know.
There we go.
So
you said it right. Differentiate. No, I'm gonna fuck up.
That's a big word. So when that account got banned, I kind of like just stopped all my like creative stuff. You know, I was like, oh, that was like my one big thing. But then 2023 came. I was just like, I'm gonna try and start making things again. I tried doing anime. That didn't work out, and then I just randomly found music.
Damn. Wait. So how long was that break between anime?
2 years.
2 years.
And I wasn't doing anything creative wise. I was just chilling.
Yeah. What were you doing chilling though? Like, were you working any jobs, or?
I'm still in school, so I was just
okay.
I was in school.
How old are you again?
21.
21. Okay. So like you were in high school at that point?
Yeah.
Or oh shit.
Yeah.
So it was COVID high school like?
Yeah. So I graduated. It was hard because it was my senior year was during COVID. Same thing with my junior year. I felt like going into my junior year, I was becoming more social because like I know we just kind of like met a little bit, but like I'm very like introverted, and stuff, you know. So But during my junior year, I feel like I was becoming more social.
Yeah.
But then COVID happened, and I was like, oh.
Well, this guy was like dancing on the bar doing Jello shots. So I don't know how antisocial one could be. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like you were just like a quiet kid growing up then?
Yeah, very quiet.
Okay, so you just had anime,
Yeah.
and that was your thing.
That was my
growing up?
thing.
Okay.
I was the anime kid.
What do you like about anime? I guess that's like a Asian thing
Yeah, I
and a
guess,
black
like-
thing now. Like hip hop and anime is
Yeah.
like a definitely a crossover. But
I think the escapism for sure.
Okay.
You know, like once you watch the anime, it's like you're in a different world.
Mhm.
You just forget about all the problems in the real world.
Yeah. What about hentai? What do you like about hentai?
No.
The tentacles or
Oh no.
So like what anime were you into, and are you still into the same anime?
Yeah,
or-
I don't watch anime too much because I just don't have any time.
Fair.
But my favorites are like a bunch of music animes actually. So
Okay.
there's some good ones called Kids on the Slope, which is like
Okay.
a jazz anime.
Hmm.
Your Line April, it's like a classical anime. Yeah.
Got it. Like I'm into animated stuff. I don't know
Yeah.
if it's specifically anime. I feel like everyone's watched like Naruto
Yeah.
or does Dragon Ball Z count as anime?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like I'm into like, do you know what Invincible is?
The Invisible Man, right?
Invincible, it's like Omni-Man.
Oh yeah.
Like on Amazon
Yeah.
Prime. I'm really into that
Mhm.
and like Adult Swim stuff, but I never really got into anime. I don't know if it takes a certain type of person or just a certain type of series to get into.
Yeah.
Like as an anime fan or was fan, I guess you're probably still
Yeah, still a
some-
fan.
still
Just-
a fan.
Yeah.
Like what type of anime is like the easiest for people to get into besides Pokemon and Naruto?
I think the easiest one is a genre called shonen.
Okay.
And that's like kind of like the ones that you know of. So like Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, those like the fighting ones.
Got
I
it.
think that's like the easiest one
Okay.
to get into.
And what are you? What type are you into? Like what? You said the jazz stuff. Is it
Yeah,
like?
so there's a genre called slice of life.
Okay.
And it's kind of just like comedy, like a day-to-day life of someone.
Got it. Okay, like Euphoria kind of counts
Yeah,
as slice of
yeah.
life, but like in what is that called? In whatever the real versions of things are.
Yeah.
Okay, so you were posting anime stuff. You took a break. Do you have a specific video that made you get banned though? Do you know that?
I still don't know.
Yeah.
But like I have beef with TikTok.
Yeah, dude. I had a TikTok page that blew up too, but
Yeah.
I made this. It's actually a really popular hashtag now, but I made this hashtag called banned ads.
Okay.
So I'd post like banned Super Bowl commercials or like old 2000 ads or even ads that weren't specifically banned, but people would be offended by
Mm-mm.
in current day and age. But I posted this one ad. I know what I got banned for. I posted this Pringles ad,
Okay.
and it was a real ad too. So basically, it was like different ways you can use a Pringles can, and some of them got pretty inappropriate, because it's like cylindrical, and I guess that was enough to get me banned. But it hit like a couple million views, and I got like 60,000 followers from it, and then I got banned. So I have beef with TikTok too, and I've tried to like make new pages, but like I feel like I'm shadow banned. I have 2 pages, and like I have a few videos that have like millions of views, and I only have like 3,000 followers. So I feel like I'm shadow banned.
Yeah.
But for you didn't get shadow banned after making a new TikTok? Or what?
I don't know. Maybe it's because I waited like the 2 years after.
You have to wait 2 years?
No,
Oh, no,
I-
you're saying because you waited 2 years.
Yeah, I waited like 2 years because I didn't make an account till then.
You weren't like calculated about waiting.
No,
2
no,
years
no.
though. Okay. Okay, so then what got you into music? Were you into music growing up at all besides this jazzy anime? Or
Yeah, so I have Filipino parents.
Okay.
And they would always go to like church and things like that.
Mhm.
And they would like in church they would sing. And I think that's definitely where I got influence. I would hear my mom sing
Mhm.
and things like that. And when I was like 6, she put me into like piano lessons.
Mhm.
I learned piano, and I went into band, played the drums
Oh,
and
shit.
things like that.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, I think just from there I just loved music.
That's cool. How long did you do band? I did band for 7 years. I was a clarinetist. So.
From 6th grade till graduating.
Okay, there
Yeah,
we go. Were you in like marching band at all, or just jazz band? Or
A marching band.
okay, hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Same. Did you get to do anything cool? Like my band went to the Rose Bowl parade and did
Oh,
all these.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. No, I think we didn't do parades, but in 7th, 8th grade, we went to like a competition. I forget where, but I think we got like second or first. Like it was like a national level.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you graduate. You already have this kind of like Did you like band or like?
Oh,
were
I
you
love
forced-
band.
Okay.
I
Cool.
love band. Yeah.
I was kind of like forced into band. I think I should put this in the video, but like when I graduated, I like burned my clarinet to like
Really?
break my bonds from band. It was not, I don't think it was an appropriate fire. It was
Yeah.
very, it couldn't have been good for the environment. Basically, like I had this like really nice clarinet
Mhm.
and then I put it broke. So I put it in this like shop to get it fixed. And I didn't realize this, but the shop like closed down and still had my clarinet.
Yeah.
And they'd given me like a one to use until it was fixed, but I never got that clarinet back. So I was
Yeah.
stuck with this like shitty clarinet for like 2 years. It was made out of like plastic, like basically like a recorder type
Yeah.
clarinet versus like the nice wood one. So when I graduated band, I'm like, I'm gonna burn this because it's plastic though. It was like just
Yeah.
dark smoke, like something like an anime character would jump out of maybe, or but
Oh
it
my
was bad.
gosh.
So do you still play the drums at all then, or
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments, and
okay?
drums is a favorite.
Dang. And do you incorporate that into your music or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are all the instruments you play?
I play ukulele, guitar, bass guitar, drums, piano,
Oh my gosh.
violin, cello, flute, a clarinet as well, trombone.
Whoa.
Yeah, a lot of instruments.
And were you like forced into this or is this stuff
No,
you like?
I think I started like the instruments I like perfected at first was like the ukulele and piano.
Dang.
But then as I learned those, I was like, I want to learn more.
Mm.
So I kind of just like taught myself.
What?
Yeah.
Dang. And you like own all these instruments?
Yeah, there's
that adds up. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay, so let's talk about like your first song. How did that come to be and what'd you use? Did you use like GarageBand or
So my first song was the first song I released on Spotify is called Puzzle Pieces,
Mm.
and that was actually not supposed to be my first song.
Mm.
My first song was supposed to be a song called Please Wait for Me, which was my biggest song.
Got it.
But the story with that is like I was on YouTube going through like type beats.
Yeah.
That's that's where you start off, and
For
then
sure.
it was a beat. I was like, oh, this sounds cool, and then recorded that, and that was supposed to be my first song I released.
Mm.
But then as I was planning on releasing it, the license was like bought off by someone else. I was
Oh.
like, oh man. So then I just randomly made a song called Puzzle Pieces,
Mm.
and that was made Logic Pro.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you started out high then.
Yeah.
So a lot of people start on like GarageBand or using like the iPhone recorder. I think like Steve Lacy used like his iPhone for his like, first album.
Yeah.
So okay,
Yeah.
dang. So what can I know what type of type beat it was? Was it like a specific artist that you were looking at?
Like Omar Apollo.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, nice. So then, how did you release it if it was bought off eventually?
So I released Puzzle Pieces,
Mhm.
and then I think 2 more songs after that, like 5-6 months later, and then I go on YouTube and I
Yeah.
see it got reissued. I was like, oh shoot! So I
Oh,
bought it right away.
okay.
Yeah, I bought it right away, and I just released it, and I was so happy.
How does that work on YouTube? Because I know there's like, do you know what BeatStars is?
Yeah.
So like, I know a lot of people use BeatStars to buy beats, but what does it look like if you're doing it on YouTube? Do you have to like email the guy and hope he responds, or?
Oh no, it was like a YouTube, but then on the caption it was like BeatStar. Purchase here, yeah.
Okay, cool. And it was the exact same beat.
It's
Like,
the
there's
exact same
nothing-
beat. I was like, oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
And like, did you mess with the stems at all, or did you just keep it exactly how it was?
Just
and
kept it as it was because it was
Cool.
already like a good song. So I was like, okay.
Got it. So like, what was the difference between like Puzzle Piece and this second song?
Puzzle Pieces was like a slower, kind of like sadder song,
Mhm.
and Please Wait for Me was like an R&B type song, like love song.
Got it. Do you like? Are you happy that it happened how it happened,
Yeah.
or do you wish like your song that made you popular was the first song that
No,
was
I think
released?
it was perfect that it happened because I feel
Mhm.
like I was so small when I began. If I released like my best song at first, I don't think enough people would listen to it.
Got it.
So it just worked out.
Or they would have thought you were an industry plant or
Yeah.
something. Oh my gosh. So like, did you know how to mix and master by the time you released your first song, or?
I think I'm still learning as I go. Like
Got
I
it.
think I've listened to some songs actually that I've released. And I'm like, oh, that's
Hmm.
not good. But yeah, I think every song that I release, I'm getting a little better.
Have you like looked into like the Seattle music scene for that at all? Because there's a lot of people, like I've had them on my show too, like that focus specifically on mixing or specifically on mastering. Some people get into both, but there's like so much to learn about each
Yeah.
that like one of my previous guests, Matthew Wolk Mastering, like he works with a ton of artists, whether they're local or indie or big named artists, and like he has like $10,000 headphones that he wears to like
Crazy.
to master, and then my other guest, Sende Mike. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's an Asian guy. I don't know saying all Asians know each other, but he does solely like mixing, and he has like a whole studio that people come in just to like have him mix.
Yeah.
So what did you know anything about mixing or mastering when you released your first song? Or were you like, oh, this sounds good, and I'm just gonna
I
drop
didn't
it?
know there was a difference between like
Mm,
I didn't even know what mastering was. I thought like oh this is good enough,
yeah.
and like even now I feel like I shouldn't, but when I master a song, I just put on my AirPods and
Hmm.
listen to the song and like just edit through there.
You don't do like the 3 test thing where it's like the car,
Oh,
the
I do a
headphones.
car test, but
Okay,
yeah, that's it.
got it. So how did this? What is the name of the second song again that you released
The
after Puzzle Pieces?
It was called Heartbreak Valentine.
Cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So like what? How did this song become successful though? Like what did you do some like marketing behind it, or did you just throw it up on TikTok or what?
Just TikTok. Yeah,
Really?
it's all like, I'm very fortunate that like my first song did good. Like it
Yeah.
did good enough, and then the second song did good, and then every song after that just kept doing better.
Dang.
And yeah, I'm just very lucky.
So what is that like for TikTok though? Are you doing like specific like how do you go about marketing? Are you just doing like some people just do random things and there's the songs playing in the background,
Yeah.
or like are you in the video being like, "Hey, I just dropped this new song," or how'd you go about that?
So at first I was doing videos like I would be in like the street of Seattle,
Mm.
and it'd be like the automation text like no one in Seattle knows I made this song. And I would
Ah,
like walk around Seattle,
yeah.
and then same thing with like school. No one in school knows I made this song.
Okay.
But then I started doing like text posts, so it's just like I listened to like Steve Lacy before he got popular. I listened to Omar Polo before he got
Mm.
popular, and I'm just like I listened to LCN before I got popular.
Ah,
Yeah, and
okay,
those videos
cool.
had like started doing good. So I was like, okay, I'll just follow this format.
Got it. So like now when I like look at your TikToks, like you're in the videos. Were those first videos were you in it as well, or is it just like taking videos of the
S-
streets of Seattle or
yeah,
what?
sometimes I'd be in it, but I'm kind of just on like the background.
Got it.
Yeah.
So like have you figured out like what you want your personality to be like for your fan base or
I think I'm still finding it.
got it.
Still not too sure.
So but like people are connecting obviously to
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So like what do you think people are getting out of your music currently?
I remember getting a message, I think 4 months ago. I screenshot it because it was very nice.
Yeah.
It was to a song, and they were like, "I just want to say your song saved my life." And
Damn.
I was just like, "Oh," and then I kind of like thought about it. I was like, I didn't know my music could have an impact on someone like that.
Hmm.
So I think I'm releasing music for people to listen to when maybe they don't have anything else to listen to, anything to look forward to.
Hmm.
So yeah.
So it's like would you consider yourself like a sad boy music or what would you
No, I think all my songs are like based on like love songs. They're all like love songs.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
So are you a lover then?
I think I tried to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like are you a hopeless
Oh
romantic
yeah, yeah.
type
Hopeless
or
romantic for sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So is that like another reason why you make music? Like do you say like some people use it as like therapy or like are you taking like the Taylor Swift approach and is that like all what your music is going to be about or how
Yeah,
do
I
you
think right now, even like my next releases and stuff, they're still all hopeless romantic themes. So I
got
think
it.
I'm following that route.
But like are you in a relationship right now? No.
No.
So that's why so but then if you get into like a relationship, you
Yeah.
think it's going to still like be hopeless
I
romantic or it's going to be like I love my girlfriend, I love whoever or,
So I was actually so my sister, my
yeah, there
sister,
she is.
yeah, my sister Jer,
Sister
yeah.
Jer. Yes.
So she
I came up
actually,
with that,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's how you coined it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking because like I have a song about loving someone so much that I'm never gonna forget about them, and she
Mhm.
was like, "When you're in a relationship, what are they gonna think about that?"
Oh.
And I was like, "I don't know."
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
funny. So yeah, how did your sister get involved with your sister Jer get involved with your music?
Um, I think when we were like really young, we would pretend like I was like a super like when we were like 6 years old,
Alright.
I would be like a superstar and she'd be my manager. And we
Oh,
would like role play that
yeah.
like whatever.
Okay.
And then I don't know. Do you remember when you started getting involved? Because like even when I started releasing music, I think she was like, that's cool.
Ah, got it.
But then I think I got to a point where I was like, I can't handle all these like emails and stuff like that. Can you like help me out?
Got it.
Yeah, and then she just started helping
Damn, because like when I was younger, I'd play Power Rangers with my sister. So like,
out.
and like it broke my heart when my family told me that Power Rangers weren't real because I thought they
Uh,
were real.
yeah.
But so me and my sister aren't, our sisters aren't Power Rangers now. But I'm a podcaster, so
Yeah.
it's a little similar to Power Rangers. Maybe
Mhm.
I could dress up as a Power Ranger.
You could. That could be your thing.
Yeah, that could be my thing actually. Okay, so How many do you know, like, how many songs into it that your sister was like, "Okay, maybe you're on to something," or just you can't really think about when she wasn't there at this point?
It's not too long ago.
Oh,
Like, yeah,
okay.
it's not too long ago that she started helping. Cause I think it's like, it's like a thing when your family sees you doing something, I guess for me, like outside of school,
Mhm.
there's like, all right, you got it. And they like, or like, they'll like be like, good job, give you a
Yeah,
thumbs up. But they don't actually like
for
see it,
sure.
like, see anything. And I think maybe after like my first show and it was like a sold out show, and they're like, my sister's like, oh, hold on
Yeah.
now. I can get on this.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you've already performed live then?
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually pretty impressive because there's
Yeah.
a lot of artists, like I've met so many, like, I guess, bedroom type artists in
Mhm.
Seattle that, like, there seems to be somewhat of a disconnect where, like, there's, like, older Seattle artists that perform so much, but they
Yeah.
don't know how to market their music,
Mhm.
and then there's other artists that like, they make so much music, they don't know how to perform, but
Yeah.
you've already performed, you had, like, a sold out show? That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
So how'd that come to be? Like, what made you decide to start performing so early on?
So I was opening for
Okay,
a Korean artist
okay,
first time in North America, so North
nice.
American tour. And I got really lucky cuz I got email back in November. It's like,
Mm.
"Would you like to open for this artist?" I was like, "No way."
Dang.
And then yeah, I did that. It was over at the Crocodile
Oh,
show, and
nice.
yeah, it
That's
was
awesome. I love the
yeah.
crocodile.
Yeah,
What
it's
the
like
heck?
yeah.
So they found you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Is that like one of the first big emails you ever
Yeah.
received?
Mhm.
Dang. So is your music is it getting the most traction on like Spotify or YouTube or
I think Spotify,
got it?
definitely.
Because I've also noticed that a little bit with like even like industry professional artists that have been doing it for a while. Sometimes their audience only likes
Mm.
Spotify versus Apple
Yeah.
Music or YouTube Music or whatever.
Mhm.
So, but you started posting stuff on TikTok, and then like you, I'm guessing you'd have like a Spotify link or
Yeah.
cool,
Yeah.
nice. That's super exciting. So, how long into your? Because it's not even been a year then. It's
Yeah.
been what did you say it was like 7 6 7 months making
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
That's wild. And then how long into making music did this guy email you or this manager or whatever email you for the show?
Yeah, like 6 months.
Dang.
Yeah, so I got, like, blessed.
Dang,
Blessed.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So, what's it been like working with like a systager? Like, have you actually seen some like growth from working with someone? Because there's also the thing where like artists will have
Mhm.
their friends be their managers, and nothing really comes from it at all.
It's like the thing where you don't mix, friends and business,
Hmm.
things like that. But, I think it def if anything, it definitely improved, like, my mental clarity.
Hmm.
Like, taking, like, some, like, work off my back, that she,
Yeah,
like, helps out definitely. Um, did you
she's like, I don't know what else she does besides
Yeah,
that.
no, no, she's awesome, though. Yeah, she's awesome. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool though. So, like, are you someone who like reads comments, or do you try to stay away from that, or
Oh, I like responding to all my comments on TikTok,
okay?
yeah. And if I ever see like a negative comment, just delete, block.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah.
thing about like TikTok because everyone, after a while, people do want that like personality and feel like they
Yeah.
can reach out to you, but there's also like trolls too,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm.
But do you feel like, do you want to be classified as like a TikTok artist or do you just think of it as like a marketing tool or do you think as you continue to grow, you're going to continue to use TikTok?
I think it's like what's the thing? Like don't bite the hand that fed you, you know?
Hmm.
So I'm always grateful for TikTok because I
Yeah.
don't think without TikTok I'd, like be in here on the podcast with you, you
Yeah.
know?
There we go.
But
The Jello shots got us on the
yeah, yeah, yeah.
podcast.
But yeah, I think as the years go by, I will
Mhm.
just grow on to maybe not a TikTok artist and like like an indie artist and just keep going up.
Got it. So, do you have a project out yet, or is it just singles, or where can the audience like? How much music can the audience consume right now?
Right now, I have 11 singles out.
Okay,
I'm only just releasing singles right now, but I have a EP planned.
dang.
Yeah.
So, is this EP gonna be like themed and have like a flow to it, or is it kind of more like some artists when they first drop their first EP or whatever? It's kind of just. I think Drake kind of coined the term like the playlist type
Mm.
album. You know, is it gonna be more like that, or
So it's gonna be space themed. It's called
okay?
"Love Songs from a Martian,"
Oh,
and that's the
dang.
first time I'm ever like saying that too. By the way,
Bow, bow,
that
bow! Love songs from a
Yeah, love
Martian.
songs from a Martian. So it's gonna be a bunch of like perspective of like an alien,
Okay.
not knowing what love is,
Mhm.
and then meeting a human and wanting the human to teach him what love is.
Dang.
Yeah.
Is that appropriate? Is there like can different species Get
type
together?
crossbreeding.
Yeah. Have you seen Splice?
No.
Oh my gosh, Splice is one of the most
Yeah.
messed up movies you should watch Splice.
Is it a older movie?
I think it's like 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
So you performed a show, you started releasing music, you have 11 singles out right now, and then somehow you start connecting with like 88 Rising. How does that come to be?
Yeah, so and like I've only been signed for like as of this recording maybe 2 weeks.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
and I got the email last month. So
Yeah.
it's very recent. I don't know. I was just like on my phone. I was like on the floor.
Yeah.
It was like midnight. I was getting ready to sleep and I'm just scrolling through my phone. And then I just checked my Instagram DMs and it's a DM from 88 Rising. I'm like, what the heck?
What the heck?
Then I didn't even open it yet. So I ran upstairs, showed
Yeah.
my sister, and my sister was like, "What?"
Oh my god.
And then yeah, and there's a whole video of this, and then we're just like, "Oh my gosh, what do we do? What do we do?" And then so then we open the message, and we're just like, it doesn't say anything yet
It
about
says
signing.
you up. That's what the
You up, I emoji. Yeah, so I'm like clicking. I'm like, okay. It didn't say they want to sign me yet, but they said, "Are you interested in like getting on a call?"
Wow.
And then I'm just in my head, I'm like thinking, okay, maybe they want to use me to maybe like promote an event, you know? I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But then we set up the call, and then I get on call with like some representatives from 88. And then I'm just in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is like, they're probably gonna ask like, hey, can you use like your platform to promote maybe a festival or like a project coming up? And then they're just like, yes, we want to work with you.
Dang.
And I'm just like, yeah. And then yeah, from there it just happened.
What?
Yeah.
So like, what is that call like though? Are they like, we want you to be signed to our label, or what is it? Because I guess working can mean anything. That could mean we want to work with you, meaning we're going to work with this artist,
Yeah.
but they're full on wanting you on their
Yeah.
record label.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And how did they find you?
I know one of them said they found me through a TikTok.
Dang.
Yeah, so shout out TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
But I still have beef with TikTok.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, love-hate relationship.
That's crazy. So artists are still like getting discovered on TikTok. I guess that's
Yeah.
still a way. That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
they just said they found me because someone posted a video about a favorite Asian artist, and I was on there, and that was back in June.
Yeah.
So then they said since June they've just been keeping an eye on me, and yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
But did you release anything new in June for them to like finally want to give you a call? Because you just dropped a single recently.
I think no, last June.
What?
Yeah.
So they've been keeping an eye on you for like a year.
Yeah.
Wait, a year? Wait, I'm confused about this time again. Wait, so you've been making music for a year though?
Yeah.
So
a little less than a year they've been keeping an eye on me. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Then what? But so since June, how many singles have you released then?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they didn't care that it wasn't like the most mixed and mastered thing, or
I think I still don't know like the reasoning too, because I'm just like, really, honestly, because like it's been so quick, like this whole like it's been like this, like really like quick, you know.
And you sure it's not like 89 Rising and just like some off-brand?
No, that was just like, oh, what's the thing, 69?
Yeah, 69 Rising.
Like,
that's the label you got part of.
Dang it.
Oh my gosh.
Get flown over to LA. I'm like, this isn't the right studio. Like, get on the couch.
It's AL actually. And you get on the couch.
Like, what's happening? What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dang. So what is that going to look like for you going forward now that like you're part of a label?
I think it's just, the same routine. I'm still have a tight knit circle, still recording in my bedroom. Now it's just with some help.
Got it.
Yeah.
So like, what does that help look like though? Are they going to make sure it's mixed and mastered, or do you think people as well as the label like that it's kind of sounding, what's the right word? Not underground's not the right word, but kind of like bedroomy.
Yeah, so after I got signed, I actually started looking into like some of my music friends. I was like, all right, who can help me here? So I started working with a producer. His name's Brandon. Shout out Brandon.
Shout out
Brandon. And yeah, he's gonna help me with like mixing, mastering, things like that. And then the help from 88 is more so like marketing wise.
Oh dang.
Like promoting me on their page, getting me out to like a more like Asian demographic and things like that. Yeah.
So what's that like being like? I don't know if I'm going to use this for lack of better words, but now you're kind of typecasted as this, for lack of better words, as this Asian guy.
Yeah.
Especially because now you're signed to like and it's predominantly Asian record
Mhm.
label. Is there like any feelings towards that? Or have you always been like open about understanding your history and your ancestry and all that?
Yeah, so I'm very proud to be Asian, very
Mm,
proud to be Filipino, and like I think growing up there wasn't too many Filipino artists that were
mm,
like young. There were a lot
right.
of like the old timers, which were like good music, but I felt like when I was like in middle school I couldn't really relate to music.
Hmm.
So now that I'm like, I'm still in college, but
Yeah.
hopefully to like someone younger that's Asian or that's Filipino, they can listen to my music and be like, "All right, I can do this too." Or
Mhm.
like, "Oh, I can like relate to this song and it's by someone that's around my age."
So, what is like Filipino music like? Is there a lot of instrumentation, or for someone
Um
who hasn't listened to it before? And do you add any of those elements into your music currently at all?
A
Or
lot of Filipino music is romantic music, so that's definitely where I
ah,
think, where I got, like,
okay,
my tone of writing, and it's very slow.
got it.
Mhm.
But you like your newest song, even is kind of like more upbeat and like
Yeah.
it's like more it's one of your more like powerful
Yeah.
songs in my opinion,
Yeah.
at least. So how did that come about? Like, were you already working on that song before 88 Rising actually reached out to
Yeah.
you, or?
So I've been, like I try and do, like, a ton of different genres as well. I think
Mhm,
right now, my main genre is maybe R&B alternative
mhm,
indie, but, like, I have songs where I'm, like, rapping. I have songs
okay.
where it's, like, pop or, like, rock and roll, you know?
Mhm.
So, like, I have, like, a ton of different genres, and I think with that release, I was trying to just maybe, like, test it out, like, "Alright, how are people gonna react to something new?" Yeah.
Got it. So, like, did you know much about 88 Rising before they reached out to you?
Yeah, I actually remember, in, I think, 10th grade,
Mm.
I was in love with 80 like, Joji especially,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
And I remember
Filthy Frank, you like that
yeah,
guy?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's it? Rat Chef
Yeah.
when he was in New York. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I would like just follow them out, and then I remember being in class. I was like, "Everyone, listen to Joji's new album. This is
Yeah.
so good." And then, yeah, I would listen to them. They were like the main like every artist from 88 Rising. I would just listen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Asian music's like shown enough in pop culture at all, or?
Definitely more, throughout the years.
Mhm.
Definitely more of like representation.
Got it. I like. Do you like know Chong the Nomad here in Seattle at all?
No.
Oh, what? She was
Yeah.
just on the. I guess it came out a few years ago now, but she was like on the Marvel movie Shang-Chi's
Yeah.
album and stuff. So
Yeah.
maybe that could be a cool collab. Do you even do collabs yet, really? Or
No, not and that's my
okay,
like I really wanna like work with like other artists, not even like Seattle especially, but like other artists in general or just make more music friends. But like
yeah.
I'm very like like I can't like
Mm.
bring myself to like talk to someone. But like I want to. But yeah.
Damn,
Yeah.
you're talking to me right now. You're
Yeah,
doing a good
yeah.
job. Okay, so like, but it's like, are you someone who's easier to talk to over social media, like, or is it more of just in person is harder, or?
So one of the things I like about performing
Mm.
is like when I'm on stage I can be anyone I want.
Right,
Like I'm putting on like a character almost.
an
And
anime
like
character.
oh my gosh. So like yeah, so like when I'm on stage I'm like, "Yeah, let's go Seattle. What's up with it?"
Mhm.
And then when I'm off the stage I'm like, "Oh."
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very like, bottled up.
Yeah.
And I think, when people talk to me after a show, I'm just like very like awkward like, "Oh, hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you." I think it's just hard for me in general to talk to anyone. I don't know why.
Alright.
Yeah.
You'll get out of your shell eventually, or maybe you'll stay that way,
Yeah.
It's part of your personality. Who knows? Okay, so but that's kind of the Seattle thing too. A lot of people in Seattle are shy. Do you feel like you're like a Seattle artist, or because you're making music in your bedroom, do you not really feel like you represent a specific city? Or how does that work for you?
I think I would say I'm a Seattle artist,
Okay.
definitely, 'cause that's where I like started releasing my music
Mhm.
and yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
So with this like 88 Rising thing, is it like a contract for a few years, or how does that
Yeah, it's a
work for
contract.
you? Okay. How long are you signed for? If that's like public
I'll hold
information
it
or
here.
not. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
Okay, there we go. He said
yeah.
20 years. He signed
I
a
signed my
360
life away.
he
Oh my
signed a
god.
360 deal. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats on this
No,
three.
no.
So with
Yeah.
that, like that means you're gonna work like release specific albums through
Yeah.
88 Rising.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there like a whole thing planned out for that yet? Is there like an EP and then an album, or is that still gonna
Um,
be figured out like how
so right
that release
now
is gonna
I
be?
have a single coming out this month,
Hmm.
which will be released through them.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then through there I think teasing like the EP.
Okay. Nice. That's super cool, man. So, are you going to be able to work with any of these 88 rising artists? Because I know some friends that are signed to labels, and like just because there's all these artists on a label
Yeah.
doesn't mean you'll even actually ever interact with them,
Mhm.
especially because not all the artists are in LA. Some of them are still going to be in their hometown or whatever. So,
Mhm.
there's not all the time, there's not always that connection between like meeting in studios,
Yeah.
even. But what's that going to be like for you? Do you know yet?
Yeah, so there's like, I'm like a new signing. I'm kind of like a rookie,
Mm-hmm.
but then you have like the superstars like the Joji, Rich Brian,
Mm-hmm.
Nicki there. So like a Joji X Elsian right now,
Oh, it's coming out
probably not gonna
soon.
happen. But as like I keep going, hopefully.
Yeah.
But no, there are some new people who got signed
Mm-hmm.
that I'm working with, and yeah, those are collabs that would happen. But
Nice, like
yeah,
higher brothers. You're gonna get higher brother. That'd be
pretty
pretty
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
So are they doing anything to make sure you guys are meeting each other at all, or is it still
I
you're
think
just in your own
it's
little worlds?
yeah, I
But
think it's still fairly new.
okay,
Yeah.
that's
So,
cool though, man. So you have like a bright future ahead of you though.
yeah.
Did you ever think you're gonna be signed to a label this quickly, or?
I was I did a thing called Mopop Sound
Okay,
Off. Do you
yeah,
know about
heck
that?
yeah, of
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
course, of
really?
course,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. And Jordan, who was Jordan's so awesome.
Hmm.
He brought all the artists and like, all right, guys, we want you to like fill out like a board and say what your goals are and your future goals. And I'm writing on this board. I'm like, all right, I want to release some songs. I want to like perform more concerts. And one of the things was like, I want to be signed to 88 Rising.
No way.
Yeah, and then because he has the poster, and I really
Yeah,
want it, so I want to ask him
yeah.
for it back. But I remember saying like, I want to be signed to 88 Rising, and then
Dang.
that wasn't a couple. That was like not that long. That was this year.
That's like a couple of weeks ago for this guy. Oh
Yeah,
my!
yeah.
So did you win Sound Off, or where'd you
Um,
place?
now it's not a competition anymore.
Oh,
It's like
it's
yeah,
not.
they changed it. I think 2 or 3 years ago.
Oh my
So it used to
gosh.
be like a battle of the bands. Now it's like a showcase of different
Okay.
artists. Yeah,
And did you connect with artists through that as well,
yeah,
or?
yeah. That's cool.
Dang.
Yeah,
And that was only like 2 days ago, right?
yeah. Happened like this morning. It's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, man, that is
Yeah.
that is wild. This is like, do you feel like this is all happening pretty fast for you? Is it nerve wracking, or what is it?
I like to think that this is happening because of the hard work I've done.
Hmm.
It does feel pretty fast. Like there are some nights where I'm sleeping, I'm just like, what's going on,
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to think like because of my all the nights staying up, working, learning how to produce music, write music, it's like paying off.
Got it.
Mhm.
So what actually, how'd you get into producing actually though? Because you said you were doing the type beat stuff, but like,
I
how'd you
just YouTube.
really
Yeah, I have like a
YouTube? What's it called? YouTube educate. What is that called? What is it? University? YouTube university type thing.
yeah, no, I just like I have a photo of me. It was like 10 a.m. in the morning.
Mm,
I'm in bed, and I just like it's like I'm just like this, and it's in the background. It's like how to produce music,
mm,
and then yeah, I just taught myself to
dang,
do that, and like I was very like honed in on like just practicing.
got it. And what artists inspire you currently?
Um, I'm inspired like a bunch of different genres. Like if you
Mm,
think of jazz music, I'm inspired by like Aretha Franklin,
okay. RESPCT.
Billie Holiday, yeah, like a bunch of jazz musicians. But
Mm,
if you think about recent artists, I think Omar Apollo
mm.
is a great lyricist as well. JID, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, he's
Heck yeah.
crazy. Yeah,
What's next for you now? Like, do you have any other singles lined up in the vault, or what's going on with that?
yeah. I have a single. I have some one single coming out.
Hmm.
But yeah, right now I just like writing music. So
Yeah.
there's like I just write a ton of like unreleased music and just
Got
make
it.
it, and then maybe like one day I'm like, oh, I want to release this one, so I just like choose that one and like
Got it.
master it. Yeah.
So with this label, like, are they going to be like specific on when you can release, or can you release whenever you want?
What I'm really grateful about is that I can control my releases.
Nice.
I'm like, if I want to release like this week, they'll be like, oh, that's not a good idea, but okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does marketing look like to you now that you have a label? Like, are you still going to be doing TikTok stuff, or like, and has being part of a label, has that changed how yourself is going to promote? Like, do you have to think about, is the label going to like this
Yeah.
promo rollout, or are you just really just going to push it all on them to figure it out? Or
So I'm still gonna do like my TikTok like sliding text posts, but on
Mhm.
top of that, I'm gonna be having like campaigns, marketing, like ads
Nice.
as well, and just being like promoted on their page.
Do you have music videos, or are you going to start doing music videos?
No, actually, I've like edited music videos, but then I
Yeah.
always like watch them like no.
Ah.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna do? You have to figure that out. Then you
Yeah,
gotta
no,
figure
yeah,
that
yeah.
comes with like, it's like a gift and a curse, but you have to like figure out now that you have this like platform behind you. It's gonna help you figure out what your personality is like, but then also you're not gonna have that like time where no one knows who you are to figure this out. Like there's always gonna be more
Yeah.
eyes than there was.
Mhm.
So you're in school.
Mhm.
What are you in school for?
So I went to school for computer engineering,
Okay.
like the smart stuff. But then actually, like, so I'm at UW,
Nice.
and then
UW Bothell or UW?
Seattle. Yeah,
Okay,
UW. Yeah,
there
yeah,
we
right,
go.
right, right here, right here. That's UW.
Go dogs.
Yeah. I have 3 older siblings, and then all of them are alumni at UW.
Is your sister
Yeah,
a
yeah. She
older
just
sibling?
graduated this year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And
Congrats.
they're one of them's civil engineering, one of them's electrical engineering. She's in nursing,
Dang.
medical field. And then so I was just like, all right, I gotta follow them up. So I'm gonna do computer engineering.
Dang.
That's my first year. But then my first year, I just failed it.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't know what is going on here. Because I think I was definitely like my siblings are very smart,
Mhm.
and I think I was smart, but more so like the creative smart.
Mm.
And then I was trying to be just like them, but I just
Yeah.
couldn't. So then in my second year, I went into like graphic design,
Mhm.
trying to get into that. Then I didn't get into that major. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do
Yeah.
now? So I'm in my third year, and I landed on mass media communications.
Okay.
Yeah,
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I don't honestly. I'm just really set on graduating.
Yeah.
I'm just really set on graduating because yeah, because I promised my mom. I know it would make her proud,
Mhm.
and then I was like, I just know I'm gonna graduate.
Did you have any like thoughts of like I'm an artist now?
Oh, all the time. Even when I like released my first song, I was like, I don't need school.
I don't need
Yeah,
school.
but no, yeah, a bunch of times I'm just like, especially now I'm like weighing out like, do I really need to be here? But like,
Mhm.
I want to do it. It's something. It's like a goal of mine to finish like college.
Yeah. So like, do you feel like you're still gonna be full send into art though, or do you think this mass media whatever it's gonna be, is that gonna be like your backup plan, or like what can
Oh,
you? How does that connect to your career
so
now, or does it?
so I haven't actually looked into it. So I got into the major,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, yay. But I actually haven't really looked into it much. I don't know, but I do know that they have like one thing that I could do
Yeah.
is like work for like businesses.
Okay.
But like this one specifically, it's like marketing business. So like I can like join, say like a cool one be Nintendo,
Yeah.
and I could like be like their marketer.
You know that's in Seattle, right?
Yeah, they're based in.
There's one of their headquarters is here in
Oh,
Seattle.
sick.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool gaming companies in
Yeah.
Seattle.
Yeah, so that's like one thing I can do with that. I think I'm definitely after I graduate, um, maybe I'll get a job, but I'll also do music. I don't know.
Alright.
Yeah.
What would have you had jobs so far at all, or
No.
what?
No.
That's wild. You've really just been able to like focus on school and do music.
Yeah.
That's lucky.
And even when I wasn't doing music, because I started music a year, I was just
Yeah.
watching anime. Yeah, watching anime.
Maybe like one of your goals should be like get into like an anime soundtrack or something.
Yeah. I was actually like my sister doesn't know about this, but I think like 2 or 3 months ago, I was in talks with like a animator.
Oh.
They're like, can you make a song for like our opening? I was like,
Oh.
and then but it didn't get chosen. I was like,
What
oh, man.
the heck?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, last question: what is like your 5-year plan? What is your goals? Like, when you watch this back in 5 years, and this is like a time capsule episode,
Yeah.
what do you wish to have achieved by then?
I just hope in 5 years that I'm happy and content with everything I've done. Maybe I don't do music anymore, and that's
Mm.
fine. I just want to be able to like know I'm happy, and surround myself with good people.
Yeah.
And as for music goals, just keep releasing good music.
Yeah.
Music that I like.
You gotta get that Joji collab,
Yeah.
and you and Joji can watch us back together and be like, "Dang, you're on the NAST podcast? That's crazy."
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, then, man, this has been awesome having you on the show. I'm excited
much.
that I was like your first
Yeah, this
interview.
is my first podcast. So thank you
Heck
for
yeah, you
having
did
me.
pretty good, man.
Thank you.
So, where can people find your music? Oh, actually, last question: how did you come up with your name?
Yeah, so I get that question a lot. So my artist name is LCN exclamation mark.
Mhm.
LCN doesn't stand for anything. It's just how my name's pronounced.
Oh.
So my real name is Elsian. It's spelled Elsian.
Mhm.
But then in school, like my teachers would pronounce it wrong. My classmates pronounce it wrong. They say Elsian, and I was
Mhm.
just like, okay. So I just started writing it as LCN. Yeah.
Ah.
And then they would say LCN. I was like, yep.
Where can people find your music?
Just look up LCN exclamation mark on all streaming
The
platforms.
literal letters.
Yeah, yeah. LCN and then
Yeah, that's you just did the Disney thing. Yeah, LCN.
and you're watching NAST podcast.
There we go, man. Is any final words for the audience?
Hi mom. And if you're watching this and thinking about, making music or pursuing any dream, believe in yourself because you can do it.
Heck yeah. Believe in yourself, guys. This has been the NAST podcast with
LCN.
And we did it.